you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a new video. Welcome back to another hair video. In today's video, I am going to be showing you how I do my chunky twist out. I saw that, I don't know who it was, but someone did a twist out and then they put like a bantu knot or a bantu knot at the end of the twist out, and I was like, what is the purpose of this bantu knot? But you know what, I thought that it would give my hair a fuller look. It would make the shape a little more round, and it would just like add to that like chunky fluffy look. And I was right. So I tried it and I loved it, and so today I'm going to show you how I do it. So I'm starting with damp hair, and I've just divided my hair into a few parts, very big parts, because it's a chunky twist out and I don't want the twist to be too small. So I'm going to make them, medium to large sized. My hair is damp. I've washed, I've deep conditioned. There's a little bit of leave-in and I'm now going to apply a moisturizer. I'm using the Cream of Nature Argan Situation conditioner or leave-in lotion, moisturizing lotion, just to give my hair a little bit of extra moisture to make it nice and soft. That's one thing about this fluffy twist out. You're not going to get a lot of definition, but you're definitely going to get volume, and you're going to get like this fluffy, soft feeling and look. So that's what I'm going for. That's what I want. I've got an event that I'm going to. It's my mom-in-law's 60th birthday. So this is the hairstyle that I kind of wanted to rock that night, but also just to rock for the week. So I'm starting with the moisturizing lotion, and then I'm just going to apply a little bit of the Aunt Jackie's flaxseed gel. Now the reason why I'm doing that is because I just wanted to give it a slight hold. And I know that if I just use a moisturizer, I'm not really going to get that hold. So I just wanted to give it a little bit of hold. And once I'm satisfied with how my hair feels, it's nice and moisturized, I'm just going to go in and twist up the section. So now that I'm at the end of the twist, I'm going to twirl the end as per usual, but I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing here. Like, I'm thinking very hard about how I need to make this bantu knot, but I figured it out. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a close-up. So what you're going to do is you're going to twist the end upward toward the hair, and then you're just going to kind of like loop it. You're going to create a loop, and then you're going to pull the end of the hair through that loop, but you're not going to pull it all the way. So you're still going to leave the very end, that very curly part, you're going to leave it out. So you're creating this like little loop knot that's easy to undo, but also secure enough to dry in this very position. So in each section, I aim to do about 3 to 4 twists. And that gives me that, that chunky enough look. If I was doing a normal twist out where I wanted definition, the parts would be a lot smaller. So just kind of like size up your head and all of your hair and figure out what gives you that nice balance between fluff and definition, but is still gives you the shape that you want as well. So for me, that's about 3 to 4 twists in each section. So that's what I'm going to do. I go in with my moisturizing lotion, add a little bit of gel, twist it up, twirl the end, loop the end, the very end part, to create that bantu knot, and just continue with the rest of my hair. Okay, so that took me no time at all, which is another reason why I love doing this style. It's super quick. So I've got a few twists in my hair. I would say about 6, 10, 11, 12, about 12 twists, and that's enough to give me the look that I want. So once I've done that, I'm just going to sit under my hooded hairdryer for about, I think I sat under it for 45 minutes. But I am going to leave the twists in overnight just so that I can get the best out of the drying experience. So it's the next day, and it's also the day of the event, so that's why I look a little bit dolled up. Don't be alarmed. But I sleep in my little satin bonnet just to protect my hair. Sometimes I do a scarf, but I think in this instance, just so that I can keep the twists drying in the position that I twisted them, I sleep in a bonnet. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a light a lightweight oil, and in this regard I think I'm using the sweet almond oil. So you can either use sweet almond, grapeseed, jojoba, however you say it, however you want to say it. You can use any one of those oils to just oil up the hair a little bit, which will make the takedown easier and also with less friction. So I start with the first knot, or the first twist at least, with undoing the knot and then twirling the hair in the opposite direction. So the first twist that I do, or the first takedown for each twist, is just to separate it. Well, not really to separate it, just to undo the twist so that I have 2 strands of hair. That is the first process. And the reason why I do it like that is I'm also just assessing if it's dry enough before I go in and really separate the hair. I will tell you that my hair was not 100% dry, and I want to advise you to make sure that your hair is 100% dry before you take it down. That's just going to kind of like add to the style's integrity and just make sure that it is not as frizzy as it would be if when you take it out, it's not as dry. So make sure that it's 100% dry. But if it's not 100% dry and you're at this stage like I am, just unravel the twist to 2 parts, and then you can go and sit under the hooded dryer again for like 30 minutes, which is what I did. So I'm really just squeezing the twist there to see if it's dry or not. And because it isn't, I'm going to go back, I'm going to sit under the hooded dryer, and then I'm going to come back and unravel it completely. And just like that, I'm back. My hair is now 100% dry, so I'm going to proceed to unraveling the twists a little bit more, just so that I can get that volume going. So I'm going to tie up the parts that I'm not using so they don't get in my way, and I'm just going to check where the hair naturally wants to separate, and I'm just going to pull the twist apart right there. From the get-go, you can see that it is very fluffy. It's not as defined. It's almost wavy in a sense, which is what I want. It looks quite short, as you can see, which is also what I want because it gives me that like rounded look. Now, if you want to stretch it out and give it a little bit of length, you can of course do that. You can either use your hairdryer or you can use the banding method. Whatever you desire, that's what you can use to get the shape that you want. But I liked the shape, and since it's a fluffy twist out, it's going to stretch out by itself naturally a lot quicker over the course of the next few days. So I'm just going to leave it like this, and it's going to kind of get stretched out by itself. So to give the hair a little more shape and volume, I am using my hands to pick out the roots a little bit, just to make the hair a little more movable, to separate it from those parts that I've created, or not to separate it, but to blend in the parts so it's not as demarcated. And then I'm going to go in with a pick, an afro pick, and I'm just going to pick out the roots to make sure that I've got those parts covered, but also that I've added a good amount of volume into the style. So once I'm satisfied with how it looks, that will be it. I'm going to stop right there. I think as the night goes on, I'm just going to keep fluffing and keep pulling and keep shaking it, just so that it always kind of looks the way that I need it to look. But that's it. I really loved how this style came out. It was really cute. It went with this little like black mini dress that I was wearing, which I loved. I love that this style is low manipulation. It takes very little time, and that it lasts quite a bit of time. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, that you learned something new, and that if you did, that you remember to like, to leave a comment for me, and to subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you stay here in the family. Until next time, God willing, bye.